Hi guys, welcome back to Spoon Feeding Profit. Today I want to do a video. Just want to show you a quick way to request a feedback revision from a buyer who might have left a bad feedback for you. I know in the past you could just call eBay if it's unfair, if it was an unfair feedback, and they usually would look into it and take it off. But now they make you reach out to the buyer to try to get them to remove the feedback. And if that doesn't work, if the buyer chooses not to, and it's an unfair feedback, then eBay would look into it and maybe take it off. So pretty much it's on you first. So this is how you would go about requesting that feedback change or feedback revision from the buyer. Um, yeah, so it's pretty simple. I'm going to show you how to do that. So it's on the top left here of your page. You go to help and contact and you click that. This is the eBay homepage. We were on there. And right in here, you just type in feedback revision request. And here you click on this button, feedback, request a feedback revision. And here I have two negatives. Well, I have one neutral and one negative here. I'm going to focus on this negative for now. This buyer was pretty hostile from the get-go. I guess she said my measurements were wrong for her pants, but she just went off. So this wasn't surprising that I got a negative feedback. So I'm gonna go. I don't expect her to change this, but this is the route eBay would want me to go first before I contact them. So I'm gonna just do this and then contact them in a few days so they'll just get to work right away. But yeah, so pretty much you go to help and contact like I just did. You type in request feedback revision, hit enter, and then you click on that button and it takes you here. And this is where you would normally see your negative feedbacks that you had recently. So this one, I'm gonna check this box and it gives me some options here. It says give the buyer a reason, right? Give them a reason why they should revise your this negative feedback that they left. Again, I just got a bunch of hostile messages from this person, this buyer, and so I don't know what's going on here, but and it's usually for stuff. I find I get negative feedbacks for folks who spend 20 bucks or around there. And usually, usually the higher end items like 100 usually don't get negatives, but it's folks that spend 20 and under. I find I get a lot of negative feedbacks. But so here you would just go to give the buyer a reason. Some of the ones eBay has here already for you is I resolved the problem the buyer had with his transaction. Pretty much saying maybe I refunded them, right? Which I did. I refunded this buyer. Then this has here the buyer confirmed that he or she had accidentally left the wrong feedback. Well, that is not the case here for me. So I can either click on this, I resolve the problem the buyer had with this transaction, or I can type in um, something that I want to say to the buyer here. I am just going to go here since I know, like I said, this is a pretty hostile buyer and I don't think I'll get my way. So I resolve the problem the buyer had with this transaction. I'm telling eBay that, and then I just hit send. Okay, it's saying please enter all the required information, then click the send button. Okay, so they're saying I have to fill in additional info here, right? So they're saying I have to say something else to the buyer here. Okay. So I'm gonna hit that. I resolved the problem the buyer had with the transaction. And here I'm gonna go ahead and just type in something else saying to the buyer, hey, I refunded your money, XYZ, and then I'll hit send. And that's pretty much it. You're waiting on them now to revise that. Now, if it doesn't happen within a certain day, you call eBay, and then this is the first thing they'll ask you. Did you try to send a request as the buyer to revise it? If you said yes, well then eBay can look into it immediately for you. All right, guys, hope this helps. Yeah, so give it a thumbs up if you find this helpful. This is Spoon Feeding Profits. You guys be kind out there.